is roll, get your roll on. This is roll, get your roll on. This is roll, get your roll on. This is roll, get your roll on, roll on. This is roll, get your 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 roll on, roll.
I finally got out the bed. I said, well, shit, she left me at the house. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the shower. I figured I'd take a tour of this house. Let me tell y'all, she had like 5 bathrooms throughout the whole house. 3 on the main level and 2 on the bottom level. I mean, damn, she ain't got no kids or nothing. I mean, I know she was married, but she got all of this? It must be from her dad's inheritance. Damn. Well, I guess I'll find me one of these bathrooms. As I walked into this bathroom, everything in this was gold. Are you kidding me? Gold. I'm talking about gold faucet, gold toilet, gold shower head, and even a gold toilet paper roll. This is ridiculous. What have I gotten myself into? Damn. Shit, I feel like I shouldn't even shower in here. I don't want to mess up nothing and break nothing in here, man. Damn. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the shower anyway. Cause she still don't know I've been in and out of my car at my dad's house. Man, that was a good shower right there. Hot water steaming. Only thing would have made it better if she had stayed around. It's still kind of weird to me that she just left me here in her house. Maybe she trusts me. Maybe she embarrassed of me. Maybe she didn't want the neighbors to see me with her. I don't know. This is kind of weird for me. I don't know. I leave her house. I immediately hear the alarm. I say, oh, damn. She got a mobile alarm for this shit? Figures. I go through the trunk of my car trying to find something else to put on after having to throw back on the clothes from the night before. Let alone it was a suit. So it definitely wasn't gonna work going in a roll like that. I finally found me something to put on and I started to head to work. Before I did that, I had to grab me something to eat. I didn't mind taking a shower in her bathroom. I didn't even mind blowing it up. But I knew for damn sure I was not about to go through her fridge. Like, what kind of man would I be if I did that? I made me a stop at Taco Bell. I figured I'd try that breakfast they've been talking about for a little bit. It wasn't too bad. You could tell it's Taco Bell, but it got the job done. Anyway, I got my music going. I'm feeling good. It's a good morning. We just had a wonderful night. I just got to sleep with the woman of my dreams. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I got a hanger in my mouth. I'm smiling so much because this was such a wonderful night. I didn't even see this turn of events to happen the way it did. And then the things that she had did to me, things that I did to her, the affection that was there was like none other. I never did those type of things to any woman. Looked her in her eyes. Maybe we was making love, I don't know. Maybe it was making lust, I don't know. I just remember looking in her eyes, she looking in my eyes. She scratching on my back. I'm gripping her booty. Not too long, because I didn't want her to think I was just focused on her, and I grabbed her by her side, let her get on top of it. As I held her, we were going in slow motion. Normally I would go fast with women. I like them to get their climax and then I go ahead and get mine. But even though I still wanted that with Robin, I just wanted to enjoy every moment of it. And that's what we did for all them hours last night. Damn. This woman got me messed up. I a nigga feeling like T-Pain sprung and shit. But she said she wanted to keep it professional. And I damn sure didn't want to mess this up, so I was going to do my best to do that. I walk in the cruise to get ready to clock in, and I see the normal secretary. She says, hey. I said, hey. She said, good to see you. I said, you too. Now I'm going through my mind figuring out, should I knock on Robin's door to say, hey? Should I act like I don't see her? I don't know how to really go about this. I never dated. Well, date is probably not the right word, but I can't say that either because I ain't gonna lie to you. I was at Long John for them 3 weeks. I definitely smashed a couple of those snow bunnies, okay? But don't judge me, all right? I figured I would just make it look normal because I would normally go by her office and knock and just say good morning, just as anybody does, looking like a goody two-shoes. So I knock and say good morning. She said, hey, good morning, Jalen. And I just looked at her. She looked back down at her work and went back to writing. Then I just said, you have a good day. And she said, you too. Real quick. And she said, can you close my door? I said, okay. That was weird, but I'm going to trust that this is what she would do in this situation, is to keep it professional. Anyways, I left. And I go pick up me a passenger after I got pinged. User 35. I will never get used to this. Why can't they just have their names like Uber and Lyft? I don't get it. I don't know if this is some kind of client attorney confidentiality or something. This is so weird to me. I don't know. It's weird to me. But User 35. I pull up in the hood in Hallville. And who do I see? Jasmine. Jasmine gets in the car. She didn't even recognize it was me. It had been that much time had passed. I mean, we really never hung out like that, but she had some little dude with her too. And in the back laughing and chilling and everything. He's like, yo, my man, yo, can you take your time taking us to the destination? We ain't in no rush. I said, yeah, no problem. They back there kissing and rubbing on each other. I'm in the rearview mirror trying not to stare. I'm like, damn. I know how long she known this nigga. She ready to go with this nigga in the back of my car and she don't even know who I am? I really almost blew my cover and say, Jazz, you don't remember it's me, but I just could not be that type of nigga. I let her do her thing. I ain't gonna say I was in my feelings, because I mean, clearly I care about Robin at this point, but I guess it's that weird man possession thing. I don't know. Finally, we pulled up to their destination. He gets out first. And he says to her, babe, leave him a tip. She said, okay, I got it. She puts in my hand this tip. It's like $25. It's like, damn, all right. It's a good day. He was like all in ones. I said, this nigga will be the one to have all ones. As he's going and shaking up with his boys and everything, she stops and says, oh, I know it's you, Jalen. What? You knew this was me the whole time you was in the car? He's like, yeah. Well, how could I forget? You took the rap for me. Why would I forget you? I said, why would you do that in front of me? Like, why you acting that way? He said, what, I'm supposed to blow my cover and say that I went on one date with you and that I actually liked you and that I still like you? She said that she still liked me. That blew my mind. I said, what do you mean? She said, no man has ever did what you did for me. Especially when it was my fault. She said, so I left my number in that tip. You can always call me. And then when her man wasn't looking, hollering at his boys at the barbecue, she kisses me on the cheek. She says, Jalen. I said, yeah. She said, I'm serious. I never stopped thinking about you. And closes my door. Damn. Could this? I can't allow myself to go there. I can't allow myself to go there. After that, I picked up a few other passengers throughout the day. And the end of the day had came. And I went on home. Robin didn't really say anything to me. I trusted it. I didn't want to be a bugaboo. I didn't want to be all up on her nuts. I didn't want to be all up in her grip. I wanted to carry myself like I did. What made her desire me when I fell back, I wanted to make sure I still was that man. I didn't want to push it. So I didn't say anything to her. I just said bye. She said bye. We didn't talk for a few days. Then finally I came into her office. And I said, can we talk? She said, yeah, sure. Close the door. I said, what's going on, Robin? I thought we was bonding, clicking. I thought we had something. And then she says to me, she said, I mean, we had one date. We had a wonderful night, and I enjoyed myself. I'm sure you did. I said, I did. She said, yeah, but I want to keep things professional. I said, well, what does that mean? So she said, well, you know, this is my business. I did start it up from my dad's inheritance. And I want to make sure I take care of it. It's a family jewel, so I can't mix business and pleasure. I said, okay, loud and clear. As she walks towards me, she says, why? I mean, I wouldn't want to jeopardize it all by doing something like this. She kisses me on my neck. And she says, there's something like this. As she looks me in my eyes, she puts her hands in my drawers and starts jacking me off. And she just looks at me, not saying a word. My jaw has dropped. I'm bugging out like, what the fuck is going on right now? And she didn't stop until I finished. Damn, a nigga nutted all in his jaws like a wet dream and shit. She said, yeah. And then she pulled her hand up, grabbed the napkin off of her desk. She said, like I said, I want to keep it professional. I said, all right, boss. I'll see you later. As time went on, this was a reoccurring thing. At some point of the day, I would come to her office. She would do something freaky to me, or I'd do something freaky to her, like lift her up, open her legs, put her on the desk, kissing her, we're slopping each other down, spit, tongue, everything. I'm taking off her suit jacket, she's taking off my polo. We are going in to the point we stop using protection, and we get intimate. And then on top of that, we couldn't get enough of each other. She would invite me every single night to her house, to the point she started saying, just pack you a bag and stay. And this was a reoccurring thing for months, to the point I was questioning what was our status. And she said, well, I don't want to label it anything yet. I said, you stepping out on me? She said, oh, hell no, Jayla, I would never do that to you. You take care of me. You know how to respect a real woman. Men just don't know how to handle strong women like me. I said, oh, absolutely. I love it. That's what turned me on to you from the gate. Me and her started having a serious conversation. After we've been dating for a while, we found out we didn't know a whole lot about each other. Well, she didn't know a whole lot about me. I go into my spiel and tell her about my mother and how our relationship is a weird situation. How when I was young, she put me on my dad because she wanted to pursue partner as an attorney. Initially, Robin empathized with her, maybe because they're both successful business women. But then as she seen how it affected me, then she said, I'm sorry. I made myself so vulnerable, and I finally broke the news to her and told her that before I met you and before I started staying here with you these past few months, I was living in my car. She's like, what do you mean live in your car? Like a day or two and then you hop around? told her pretty much the whole time. Sometimes I would stay with my dad, but for the most part, I stayed in my car. She said, "Wow, I didn't know that, Jalen. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that." I said, "It's okay. It's okay." After that, I just began spilling my whole heart to her, telling her about my friend Wayne, telling her about my jail sentence, telling her about my childhood, telling her about my father going to jail, just running everything down to her. She says, "Wow, I never knew all of these things." And she says, "You know what? You're such a strong man." And I said, "I've never heard nobody tell me that before." And she kissed me on the cheek. She said, "Well, get used to it." And she got up and she started playing some music. She said, it's getting a little somber in here. How about we up the mood?" Next thing you know, she's playing Frankie Beverly. And I'm like, I don't feel like dancing. She's up there grooving in this big ass living room. She's like, "Come on." I'm like, "You want me to dance here right now?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right." I got up, we started dancing. And before you know it, we did what we always do. We ended up having sex and we went to bed. What a good night. I think I might love her. That next day we get to the office and I was getting ready to go to Robin's office, but the door was closed. I overheard her and the secretary speaking. The secretary was saying to her that, "What do you think about that Jalen kid? Isn't he cute? Yeah, he's got that big dick energy, girl." And she said, "Yeah, I guess he do, but I just never really noticed." She said, "How didn't you notice? He's like one of the finest brothers that work for you." She's like, "Yeah, but I look at them all kind of the same as my employees." She's like, "Girl, I don't know what you talking about, but if you ain't gonna hop on it, I sure will, because he could get all the business." She said, "Yeah, I mean, girl, that's on you if you want to. I mean, I think you'd be wasting your time." And before you knew it, she said, "Wait a minute." And she was getting ready to walk to her door, and I had turned around, and I started putting in the code at a vending machine. And the secretary says, "Hey, Jalen, what you doing?" I said, "Nothing, I'm just getting this Sprite right here and some hot Cheetos. You want some?" She's like, "Matter of fact, I do. You know we love hot Cheetos." I said, "All right, I'll get you a bag too." I got her a bag. And Robin had this blank look on her face, this surprised look as if she might have had an idea that I heard. After the secretary goes back to her desk, I go in there with Robin. She closes the door. And I said, "What was that?" She said, "What was what?" I said, "What was that? Why would you say I'm just an employee? Why would you downplay what we got going on?" She said, "Jalen, I told you months ago that I wanted to keep it professional. I didn't want to wrap that up in my career, my job." I said to her, "So, are you ashamed of me?" She says, No, I'm not ashamed of you. I care about you very much. But it is very hard as a black woman in this country to not get put in a box because of men. You have to trust me." I said, "Okay, I trust you, Robin." Then she said to me, "I love you." I said, "What?" As I was getting ready to walk out. She says, "I love you, Jalen." We just froze for a second. I said, "I love you too, Robin." She gives me a kiss. She says, "Let me make it up to you tonight." I said, "Okay." I said, "But I'm warning you, no cake, no ice cream. I ain't no little boy." She said, "Oh, don't worry about that. I know you're not no little boy." That night came. She wore this black lace lingerie where you could see through. Whew. Goodness gracious, this woman is fine. I'm going to spare y'all the details for this evening, but trust when I tell you, she pulled out the works. And she really pulled out the works. Even did some stuff we hadn't did yet. Things were good. A month goes by again, and now I'm feeling even better. I hadn't even slept in my car for 4 months now. Feeling as if I got somewhere to stay, and I got my girl, and I love her. I'm really ready to be a boyfriend. I'm really ready for her to meet my dad and Rachel, even Gabriel, even Wayne if he was still here. I'm driving around and everything looking for my next client. I see her name pop up on my phone. I said, oh, hey baby, what's going on? But she's not talking. Well, she's not talking to me. I hear her. She's talking to the secretary. Now the secretary's talking about, you sure ain't nothing going on between y'all two? She's like, nah, I'm telling you there's nothing going on between me and Jalen. I would agree he is cute, girl, and he does got that big dick energy, but I don't care for him that way. I mean, me and him talk from time to time because he's been through a lot of stuff, but we just have a cool friendship and that's it. She says, okay, what does that mean? I mean, that means sometimes he confides in me and tells me what's going on with him or what he's been through. She says, yeah, girl, okay. Give me the details. Give me the tea. What do you mean? She's like, well, girl, tell me why this nigga been living in his car. She says, living in his car? How? How could he do that and still work? She said, girl, I don't know. But yeah, he's been living in his car this whole time. You gotta respect the brother. He at least find a way to work and hustle. She's like, wow, that's pretty messed up. She's like, yeah, I know. I was thinking about firing him, but I thought that wouldn't make anything better. So I decided to let him keep his job. She's like, damn, girl, that's kind of harsh. She said, I'm just saying, we got to stay professional here. You know, we black women got to succeed. And she didn't even notice that I was on the phone the whole time. I hung up. She never did look in her call log to see that she called me. I clocked out at Cruise and I went straight to her house. All this time she's giving me a key and the code to open the gates. As I open the gates, I walk in. I go to the wine cellar. Looking through. Damn, this shit ain't hard enough. And finally, I see that she got some Crown. I said, yep, that'll do it. I poured me up some Crown. Now I'm drinking. And now I'm getting mad. I can't believe she said that shit about me. How dare she tell that bitch about my shit? They don't need to know what the fuck I got going on. Damn, let me calm down. Shit. Damn, this drink got me. Shit. So I'm playing my music and I'm throwing fists like Trey from Boys in the Hood. Playing this music. Finally, she walks in. She says, babe, I'm home. Drops her keys in the bowl. She walks in. And she sees me sitting on the couch with the TV off. She said, what are you doing, Jalen? I ain't say nothing. She's like, you don't hear me? What's going on? I said, you tell me what's going on. She's like, well, what do you mean? I said, have you looked at your phone today? She's like, yeah. I said, have you looked at your call log? She said, no. Why? I said, look at your call log. She opens her phone and looks in the call log and she says, okay, what? I said, what time did you go to lunch today? She said, I went around 12:30. Why? Why are you stalking? What's up? I said, you called me on your lunch. She said, no, I didn't. I was out with my secretary. I said, I know you were out with your secretary, but you called me. She said, I didn't call you. I said, look at your call log. And there it was, Jalen Watts. She said, oh, so? Okay. I butt dialed, so what? I said, no, you don't understand. I heard what you said. She said, what do you mean you heard what I said? I heard what you said. Saying what? You gonna sit here and fucking lie to my face like you wasn't talking about me? She said, what are you talking about, Jalen? I said, no, don't fucking lie to me. You told her about all my shit. She said, no, I did. Yes, you did. You told her about all my shit. You told her I was homeless. You told her about my mom. You told her about my nigga Wayne. You told her all my shit. She said, Jalen, no, it's not. It wasn't like that. It wasn't. It's not like that. It's not. I said, it is like that. I thought you loved me. I thought you loved me, Robin. She said, I do. I'm so sorry. I was just trying to disguise. That's your problem. That's your fucking problem. You're trying to disguise shit. And I'm trying to be a good man to your ass. And you want to lie on me. And you want to down me. I worked hard for the shit that I got. You of all people should know that shit. You know that I fucking been working hard. You knew that I lived in my car, but I still came to work every day, on time, smelling fresh, doing my job, and you still use that shit against me. Yeah. She says, baby, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. It would never happen again. Look, we can go official tomorrow. I let everybody know that I'm your woman and your mama. I said, no, it don't fucking matter. It don't matter. Because even when you do that, you will still find a way. You will still find a way to dog me. You will still find a way to look down on me. You will still... I ain't got to take this shit. I'm getting my bags. She says, Jalen, no, don't leave, please. Where are you going to go? Please. I said, nah, I got to get my shit. I'm out of here. I go upstairs and start putting shit in my bag. And I start coming back down and said, she's like, baby, please don't leave. Please, let's just talk. Please, baby, don't leave. I said, no, I'm fucking out of here. I kicked the door open. As soon as I go outside and go down her steps, I forget how big that last step is. And I fell. Shit, my ankle. Fuck. Shit. And she says, Jalen, baby, what's wrong? Says, my fucking ankle. I think I sprained it. Shit. She said, we need to go to the hospital. I said, no, I'm not going anywhere with your ass. She said, well, please, come on, I got to do something. Let me wrap it up. I said, no, you've done enough. You've done enough. Drop me off at my dad's house. She said, okay, you're not going to be talking about. I said, fine, I'll find my own way. She said, okay, I'll drop you off. As I limp to the car, she's driving slow as shit. I said, Robin, you can drive the limit. Hurry up, please. She says, Jalen, it's not good that you've been drinking like this. I said, why do you think I'm fucking drinking this way? You don't love me. You love what I do behind closed doors. As I pulled up and we stopped, I said, you don't love me. You love what I do behind closed doors. She says, I do. I said, no, it shouldn't have took you 6 months to finally be able to be open to everybody that I'm your man. You are ashamed of me, and I'm not what you will hope to be. I'm sorry that I'm not like your ex-husband. She said, don't go there. I said, well, I apologize, but I'm saying the truth. I'm not like him. He might have all of this luxury and famous cars and all these things, and I know that's not me. All I tried to do is love you. All I tried to do is bring you up. All I wanted to do is show you how valuable you are as a woman and how I looked at you from the moment I seen you at Kroger. And this is the shit that you do. You talked about me as if we never spoke, never had sex, like we never showered together, never ate together, never went on a date together. You spoke about me like a stranger in the street. I don't know if I could forgive you for that. That's when she said, Jalen, please, baby, don't leave. Don't leave. As I walk out of the car and I walk to my dad's house. She sits there crying. And she rolls out. I pull my phone out. I decided to text Jasmine. You up? Roll is created, written, produced, and performed by Maurice Hunt. Also written by DJ. Sound effects by freesounds.org. Music by Unheard Music Concepts, Shay Ekru, Tink, D Elusive, Frankie Beverly, Tank, Amarion, Ketsa, and Gordon Banks. I do not own the rights to any music or sounds used to produce this series, nor do I profit off of it. Thank you for listening, and tune in next time on Roll.